Hi everyone, welcome to Drive and Fail 65. This is a rather risky manoeuvre, although the lorry driver definitely closed the space down. Do you think the lorry driver didn't spot the Porsche indicating, or did they just make it an event? In any case, if you signal, it doesn't mean you can just go. Or from both parties, I think. This video has been kindly sponsored by Car Vertical. Because of my viewer and the oncoming car only had to slow down a little, did it make this emerge okay? Obviously tongue in cheek. Many people know what I'm getting at. It usually takes two people to cause a collision. However, usually either of them can do something differently to stop it from happening. I bet you're shaking your head in disbelief. This clip comes from a driving lesson where one of my viewers, the instructor, is teaching one of their pupils a parallel park. And they do a pretty good job. After they've finished, we get a Limmy special.
I had my marker, that yellow car, at 2 o'clock.
So why did you decide that as your marker?
Because it was 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And then because it was stationary and I could pick it then.
So how did you know when to start turning left? Using the marker. How far away was it roughly? Whoa, oh, you're not allowed to do that. Excuse me.
Wrong way, down on one-way street.
Don't see that every day, do you? Good God.
This is quite an unusual emerge. Watch the silver vehicle at the top of the queue. Look where they go and watch the Nissan Note in front of my viewer.
It wasn't where we thought it should be, was it? Oh dear, someone's changed their mind. What the hell?
Not using the filter lane. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. That was a move by the little girlie. And now it's the car in front's fault.
He looks like a tosser now.
Can't punish him from behind him.
You may remember that I had a 1 Series BMW to teach in a number of years ago. In fact, you might also remember I actually had two. The first one got written off in a collision when one of my sons was turning right and someone came through on a red light. This Car Vertical report shows another 1 Series with a similar fate. The 10 photos from the salvage company shortly after the collision happened show the true extent of the damage, which looks to be front end only. The airbags haven't gone off inside, so although it's beyond my capabilities, it would be relatively an easy fix for someone. The timeline shows that this fix probably happened because this BMW had a successful MOT inspection the following year. The fact that this car has been in a collision wouldn't necessarily put me off, but further down the timeline highlights the multiple MOT fails that this car has received. Look at how many of these failed inspections mention worn or defective tyres. For me, when people don't look after their tyres on the vehicle is quite representative of how the vehicle has been looked after in general. Although this 1 Series had a successful MOT inspection in December 2023, the information in this report would make me think twice and look at other options. Please use my link in the description, and by using the promo code Ashley when you're checking out your next potential purchase, you can save yourself 20%. Thanks, Car Vertical. Surely no one's parked this car here. The next question must be, how did it get here in the first place? I think the only person who could answer that would be the driver. Remember the Mini that we're passing now, because we're going to be seeing it in a moment. I must admit, riding in London on a daily basis must be tiresome. There's so many observations that you need to perform. My viewer consistently does a good job though, and often makes things into non-events, just like this clip. Here comes the Mini again. I think my viewer must have muted a few choice words. Understandable. Highway Code Rule 166, do not overtake if there is any doubt or where you cannot see far enough ahead to be sure it's safe. For example, when you are approaching the brow of a hill. Up ahead there's a smart motorway speed reduction, and this white Fiesta coming past doesn't quite get the speed down soon enough.
Who did that get?
I'm not sure it's behind you.
Hopefully it wasn't me.
I hope not.
The driver of this school bus may very well have had a green light, but this isn't how to drive. One of those kids could have easily tripped and fell because they were rushing. Was the right signal on all the time? Or was it just late? That is the problem with a lot of modern cars. I don't think I would have looked to go past this red van. Have a look at the vehicle on the left that's reversing back up the slip road. Here's a question. Do you think they could have gone down here and out of the next road, which is only a little touch further up? Well, here's your answer, courtesy of Google Maps. And the simple answer is yes, of course they could have done. And it definitely would have been a safer option, and I don't think it would have added much more time either. Similar to the first clip we saw, we've got a space closer, and this time it's the driver of the van to my viewer's left. Throughout this clip, keep an eye on my viewer's speed at the bottom of the screen. They keep very steady, possibly with cruise control on, and they position themselves perfectly in a nice space to fit in as the traffic merges, but the van driver purposefully closes the space down. My viewer does a much better job than the driver of the Porsche in the first clip. They see this, slow down, and just tuck in behind. But next time, just try and grow this gap between yourself and the idiot in front a little quicker. Do you think the sticker on the windscreen of this vehicle behind would be obstructing view? Absolutely. Don't be too harsh on them though, it might have been stuck on when they were parked up and they can't get it off. The top right hand corner of the sticker looks as though it's been attempted to be peeled. What do you think's going to go on here? Stop lines are further back at certain junctions for just this reason. The scooter rider should have also let the cyclist finish. Watch the vehicles coming out from the road on the right. One of them stops at the wrong set of lights and they nearly cause a crash. They work it out in the end though. Terrible impatient driving. It looks as though the driver of the Mercedes sorted it out comfortably though. This clip's from the US. Watch this four-wheel drive pickup on the right hand side. Not sure what went on here. Possibly mobile phone use, because they seem to be in full control before and after that collision. Not my clip, but you might recognise the road, it's quite close to where I live. Watch the Audi that overtakes over the central reservation. With the road conditions and the pace, this could have gone wrong easily. As my viewer turns left, the vehicle coming in from the junction at the end is on the wrong side of the road. My viewer does the correct thing, keeps risk low. They stopped and left themselves options everywhere. This next example of wrong-way driving is much more dangerous though. How can you not be working this out? This four-wheel drive pickup has a problem merging in turn a little further up with the driver of the Mini. It's difficult to see what goes on, but we'll see the ramifications after. Further up the road, the next time the vehicles do come to a stop, one of the drivers gets out, which is quickly followed by the other driver getting out. Quite comical, as always. And these incidents go on day after day after day in these exact same situations. And this is also the reason why I tirelessly go on about merging in turn and one after the other. To finish, we've got 3 collisions that come with a little challenge. We often find ourselves in these exact same situations on our daily drives. But the next time you're crossing through a green light, could you have a little check either side? Could you also have that extra check in front before emerging on a roundabout? And the next time you think about skipping a queue on a motorway, just remember this clip. Lorries can't slow down as quick as you can. Keep safe everyone. I'll see you soon.